You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. John Conchar out there with Morant. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position. Now the Knicks with it. They're coming off the... Oh!
Goodness. When Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism. Some big-time hops.
Morant against Brunson. Basket counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And here are the Grizzlies now. To the wing on the left. Aldama passes to Jackson. Misses in close. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
He has range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
Back to Morant. Edey with a screen for Morant. And the dunk by Edey.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. The topic at hand, Ja Morant. His ability to completely and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Hart, he's checked in for OG Anunoby.
For New York, number 3, Josh Hart.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Aldama passes to Morant. Stolen by Robinson. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Brunson surveying the D. Back to Towns. The three-pointer no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jackson has the open look. Good on the three-point shot.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you two things every team needs.
Back to Brunson. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Conchar on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And it's Morant missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see it with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark comes in for Edey. And it's Ty Jerome in for Conchar. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Santi Aldama. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Brunson against Jerome. Jackson a screen on Towns. Pippen, no luck.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Up top, Jerome. Brunson covering. And Jackson gets it to go.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Towns kicks to Brunson. Back to Towns. And again, it's a New York three.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Pippen with the drive. Memphis moving that ball around. All sorts of time. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Now Brunson. And so it's the New York Knicks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because and if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Hart is out there with Yabusele, and it's McBride in at the 1 spot. They're the group. New York will start the second leg. On the wing, Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. Guy like Ty Jerome, DB, he gives his team valuable lineup flexibility.
That's exactly right, Kevin, because he can play the 1 guard, he can play the 2 guard, you can have him run your team for long stretches when your lead guard needs a rest. This guy is incredible.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Jerome. Lays it up off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
And I think for the Knicks, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Driving inside. Jackson from long range. Here's Clark outside for Pippen. Second chance shot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Out to Bridges. Hart outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Over Caldwell Pope, and the shot will not go from Anunoby. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Jalen Wells checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Scottie Pippen. Pass to Clark. Now here's Jackson. Defended by Hart. Jackson dishes to Morant. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by New York. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
A different look for New York. Towns comes in for Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Clarkson. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Concha is subbed in for Ty Jerome. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. And here's Morant. Edey. The shot, no good. Brunson with a head of steam, and that one drops for him. Brunson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
Folks, that is about Jalen Brunson's craftiness there. His footwork, the ability to be elusive.
Here's Aldama. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Brunson, no good.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
It's Morant in the corner. Here's Edey, and the layup's good off the glass. Edey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On deep, Brunson. Oh, Brunson, good from range.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
Morant passes to Aldama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jerome is checked in.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
On that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Jerome.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Brunson finds Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And it's 9 points for OG Anunoby.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the
Western Conference winner, Anthony Edwards.
How about the Ant-Man's tenacity of late? One of the most...
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic. And that concludes halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Starting the second half, here's Tomas Isolos foul. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Edey. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. That's to Jackson. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
New York moving it around. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Sinks the triple. Anunoby's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts...
Jackson a screen on Brunson. Morant reaches to Jackson. Here's Conchar. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Conchar. No good from outside. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Towns finds Anunoby. Here's Robinson outside Towns. And here's Brunson outside. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so the timeout here called by Tomas Isolos. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So a moment now to see the story for Santi Aldama.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
From 12 feet out, and the shot falls short this time. The Knicks leading by 13. Bridges kicks to Brunson. From down in the low post, it goes. Brunson's got 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Grant, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Here's Anunoby. Conchar pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Guys, back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Hard, he's checked in for Anunoby. And that one's good. Brunson.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Bridges misses. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down by 15. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Towns the pass to Hart. And Brunson has it in the corner. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Shoots over Morant. And it's Brunson missing. The Grizzlies trail by 15 to the paint. And the layup falls. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Brunson, no good. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Aldama from outside, off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Morant outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Zach Edey. And it's Ty Jerome in for Conjo. Aldama gets the bucket.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Clarkson pass to Yabusele. It's Clark with the rebound.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Aldama with the ball. Bridges covering. Here's Jerome, and the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 6.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wound up there for Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Knicks lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's McBride in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Jerome, defended by McBride. Basket good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hart with a screen on Pippen. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. A 3-ball. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Clark. Jackson down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Elbow shot. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Clark.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
And the Knicks miss again. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Pass to Jackson. Over Hart. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 for Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Back to Jerome. Down low. Anunoby, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's McBride, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we have a timeout called by Thomas Isolo. And clearly an important juncture. he's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hart. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Conchar's checked in for Pippen. And it's John Morant in for Ty Jerome. New York leading by 4. Brunson kicks to Towns. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Anunoby fires. Down he goes for 3.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
Morant against Brunson. Crosses over, and he lays that one in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Robinson outside. Now here's Bridges. Brunson outside. Brunson carving out space inside.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Morant, no problem with the wide-open J.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Anunoby outside. Let's lose a 3. And there's the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Brunson, off target from outside. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point game. Tries it from 16, and that one is good.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Brunson among the bigs.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Rebounded by Towns. Brunson up top. Guarded by Morant. Up top, Brunson. 11 feet away. Jackson with the rebound. Here's Conchar. Brunson covering. Good.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Robinson, here he goes. A huge two-handed slam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 7. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Conchar on the wing, defended by Bridges.
Boy, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
It's good.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some missing.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Missed on the three. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Brunson.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah,